channel. Now, as you may or may not already know, this is part 2 of my unpopular opinion series. Now, I did part 1 a few weeks back, and now I said, you know, I gotta come back to it because I know you guys were probably waiting. The first topic that we're gonna cover today is food related. So the topic, or statement, is all vegetables are nasty. Now listen, I do like vegetables, but I was dragged through the dirt by my best friends who claimed that I was a liar, that I actually don't like vegetables. It has to be like a certain kind of vegetable. Like, okay, I'll admit it, not all of them are good. They're just not. You gotta prepare them a certain way and all that, but like, I'll admit it, I like vegetables, but I'm not like this vegetable connoisseur. You're not gonna see me hyping up vegetables. Oh man, die hard vegetable. No, that's just not me. Mostly all my vegetables have to be like cooked and seasoned, because if they're not, I'm not eating them. Pickles literally like triggers my gag reflex. Like, I can't smell them. It's just like, it makes me sick, like nauseous. Okay, next topic or statement is you cannot have a friend of the same sex while you're in a relationship. Now listen, who's toxic enough for that to even be a thing? Like, we are in the 21st century. Grow up. Even just like if you're not in a relationship, like people just are like, oh yeah, like you're friends, oh funny. Like, I can't be friends with a guy and it not be like romantic or sexual. Like, that's stupid. Like, that's really stupid. And I feel like a lot of people have that mindset, which needs to be eradicated. You need to rethink your values, because that's not right, and that's not okay that you think like that. Like, you're saying that I could only be friends and go out with females. Like, I understand that in a lot of cases that when that happens, oh, I'm friends with this person, but they're not really friends. But that's just like an individual thing. Like, not all females are gonna, cheat on their man with a friend. Not everyone's like that, and that's for guys too. Like, not every guy is gonna cheat on their girlfriend with their friend that is a female. Like, that's dumb. But if you do that, you're canceled, you're childish, and you deserve what's coming to you. That's just about it. Next topic, marriage is overrated. Nowadays, I feel like a lot of people don't really value marriage too much, because they're like, oh, it's just a piece of paper or whatever it is. Like, it's whatever. Like, a lot of people have the mindset now that they're like, oh, I don't need to marry you in order to like show my feelings towards you, or like make our love more real or solidify it, which I totally understand. Like, a lot of people just don't want to get married. First of all, it's expensive as hell. Like, I understand that. But like, me personally, I don't think it's overrated. I would like to get married someday. And I feel like marriage is like a huge step in like a relationship. Like, dang, like, you really love me that you want to spend the rest of your life with me, start like building a future together. Like, that's a big step. But I understand that a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need all of that to show my love and how much I care for you. I don't need marriage, which is understandable. I can see both sides. But I would like to get married and stunt on everybody, Giving presents or like compliments or whatever it is better than receiving them. Now, I totally agree. Like, I'd rather give someone a gift or like pay someone millions of compliments and be genuine in that factor and see them happy rather than me receiving something. First of all, I'm awkward as hell. Like, even like, is it only me that this is a little like side thing, but like when it's your birthday or you're celebrating something and like say like they're singing you happy birthday or something and you're standing there and you don't know like what to physically do. Like, I have anxiety every single year when it's my birthday and people want to like do this whole shindig with a cake, and I'm just like, I would much rather not. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know. I guess I'm awkward in that sense. I hate like being the center of attention. Like, I don't like it. I don't know how to properly receive compliments. Like, what do you do? Like, yeah, no thank you. I will be the one to shower you with gifts and shower you with praise because I'm just that person. Room temperature water is better than cold. Now, I saw something a few weeks ago saying that, oh, people who actually love drinking water prefer room temperature water, and I can honestly, I feel like I can attest to that, because also, if you didn't know, it's better to drink room temperature or even hot water because it like helps clean out your system better. Because if you eat stuff that's like oily and stuff and all that, it's gonna like congeal up in your stomach once that cold water hits it. Okay, I learned this from someone who knew what they were saying. If I'm thirsty, I'll go and get like a room temp water and like drink it. But it depends. If it's like, if I'm burning, like I feel like I'm getting roasted from the inside out, like it's hot outside, I'm like drenched in sweat, I'm sweating, it's nasty, I would prefer a cold water. But for like an everyday drinking, casual, like meal, I'm thirsty, I like room temperature water. So does anyone here drink room temperature water over cold water? Because I think that says a lot about you as a person anyway. So this next one is a quote. I didn't really know how else to put it, but you'll understand once I say the quote. So, it's better to ignore ignorance. I understand, like, especially in today's society and in everything that's happening, that people just don't want to deal with stupidity and ignorance. Like, I totally 100% understand that. But there comes a point where you have to speak up, because these people that are ignorant and arrogant and feel like they know it all, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing and they're not gonna stop. And sometimes, you know, they still don't stop when you say something, but at least you said what you had to say and probably planted something in their mind that maybe later on down the line they'll be like, oh damn, I remember when that person said that to me, like maybe they were right. I used to be that person where it was like, oh, they're just miserable, like they obviously are not educated enough, like I'm just gonna leave it alone because it's not gonna go nowhere, like they're probably not gonna listen to me anyway, like it's just dumb to keep going on and on about it. But it's gotten to a point now at my age, and me being who I am and seeing everything that's happening, I just feel like more younger people and even older people need to step up and speak up. You want to say what you need to say because it's important. Like, your voice is important. Don't let bigots and arrogance and complete and utter ignorance rule the society you live in. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's family, friends, co-workers. Free speech. That's all I have to say. You can say what you want and other people can say what they want, okay? But as long as you voice your opinion, I've been, I guess you could say, I don't want to say a victim, but I've been involved in a situation where this quote had value, you can say. And it was with a family member. And, you know, I just didn't agree with the things that she was saying and she was believing in. And, you know, it was fine. Like, I listened, read what she had to say, and I gave her my input. And it was like, it was fine, whatever it is, whatever. I left it alone. I said what I needed to say, and, you know, I kept saying what I had to say, like, and this was like on social media too. So like, I am constantly posting relevant material to the movements that are happening, even with stuff with like the president and all that. Like, I will loudly voice my opinion on my social media because that's my right, that's my social media, and I'm going to state what I believe in and what I think is right and what is wrong, and I'm going to openly discuss that. This person didn't like that I was posting my, you know, opinion and my beliefs on my own social media. This person got upset because I was speaking out and, you know, sharing resources and opinions that I also believed that others were sharing. And, you know, it makes me really, really, really upset and agitated and even frustrated that a grown person cannot take someone, you know, speaking up or defending their beliefs, but think that it's okay for them to openly speak out against something and no one can say anything to them. That's bullshit, okay? And it's childish. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. It still upsets me today because I know this is not the first time it's happened to me with this person. I've let it go other times, but it got to a point where, you know, I was just like, I'm done. When people are like, oh, you know, we may have different opinions, but we can still be friends. We can still be friendly. Wrong. I'm sorry. I honestly, I don't believe that, because what we were talking about and what we were discussing, it had nothing to do with politics. It had nothing to do with like personal opinion. It had to do with being a decent human being. That's what it boils down to. Caring about other people. And, you know, I don't like that when people throw that, oh, we can have different opinions, but we can still be friends. We can't have different opinions about basic human rights, about how to treat people, about how Black lives matter, and turning a blind eye to all the nonsense that's happening in the world today and trying to say all lives matter. We're not talking about all lives. We're talking about Black lives. That's why it's Black Lives Matter. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way that I do. If I would love to hear, you know, you guys' opinion and like outlook on the situation. And if you've ever had this happen to you, be it a family member or even a friend, just felt the need to like share that, because it really like went back to, oh, ignore ignorance. No, you can't ignore ignorance when it's crippling the idea of, oh, human rights and how to treat other people. I'm not ignoring it. I'm going to speak out against the bigotry and the ignorance. And I hope all of you guys are too. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Because the people who are out here rallying and doing all that stuff, they ain't scared. So match their level and go above them. That's what we need. Chivalry is dead. Unfortunately, I have to say, I think it is. Now, chivalry refers to like the Renaissance days where like the knights had this specific code to be, you know, an honorable man and, you know, be devoted. You know, where is that? If anyone knows, let me know where I can find someone that's, you know, chivalrous or is a decent human being and, you know, an actual nice guy. Because it's really disappointing that all, and I'm not saying this is for every male in the world. I'm just saying the majority of them, and with guys that I've seen, there's no such thing as like passion, I want to say, or like being in love. People are just worried about, oh, I'm gonna hang out with this person and we're just gonna chill out, and you know what, we're gonna take breaks, and you know, if it don't work out, it's whatever, I got another one on the side waiting. It's really it's a bit disgusting. It really is. And that's why I honestly, I feel like I can read people very well, and I can sense the vibe when you're around me. And first impressions are everything. I can tell right off the bat, you're trash, you're no good. And it's just like the first impressions are everything. I 100% believe that. So if you're gonna be a creep the first time we meet, we talk, yeah, that just shows your character, honestly, and shows your intention right off the bat. So guys, you guys need to take notes. We don't like that. If you guys have any more topics that, you know, you would like me to cover and see me talk about, you can put them right below in the comments, and I will do another video for it. Okay, so I'm really excited. If you guys do have any suggestions, I will be looking in the comments below. I do hope everyone is having a great week, and is, you know, trying to do something positive in quarantine. I know things are getting a little bit bad again, but you know what, we got to stay optimistic, stay safe, wear a mask, guys, when you go out, please. It's super important. Make sure that you know, practice social distancing as well. I know that it's been crazy and they're lifting bans and stuff, but guys, seriously, don't go crazy. Cases are rising again because people are just going stir crazy, and they're going out now without masks. They're doing large events, opening stores back up, and it's spreading even worse now. So please, guys, be cautious, be kind and considerate of other people in this time. You know, we're all going through it and we're all in this together, okay? We got this, all right? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. All right, bye.